Yeah, hi there, and these comments are for one of my students, and I am Michael, the founder, owner, and the materials writer for all of your lessons at the 7-step system to pass the TOEFL IBT. And I'm reading your independent writing practice test number 5. So I'm going to make corrections as I go, so pay attention. Most people I'm going to use parallel structure here, more than one teacher, make this plural, in their lives. Their teachers may come from elementary school, middle school, high school, college, or even tutors from cram schools. Teachers give new knowledge to the students in class, and sometimes I don't even think you need any commas here. I guess if you wanted to, you might put one after "am," but teachers give new knowledge to the students in class and sometimes advise them don't want to say that or how, just advise them on how to be good people after class. Teachers have lots of stuffs every day. I'm going to say here, your stuff isn't very specific. So teachers function in many roles daily because they're well, you said roles here. How about capacities then? Teachers function in many capacities daily because their roles can be not only knowledge providers but also advisors of students' lives. Thus, they spend lots of time every day you might want to say helping these students reach their potentials. Some teachers think their wage is not enough compared with their work burdens and argue that they should be paid according to how much their students learn. I agree with their argument for 2 reasons. Knowledge is a kind of product, and money is a clear way to compensate, you might say. So we have, I agree with their argument for 2 reasons. Knowledge is a kind of product, and money is a clear way to compensate successful teachers who help their students acquire high levels of knowledge. Okay, with the second paragraph, let's work with your topic sentence a little bit. You might say, I think we have it here. Knowledge should be considered as a kind of product. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this. I'm going to say this, like businessmen who have factories to make products to sell, to eager consumers, then you can probably say it like this. So now we're making a little bit better kind of, I'm trying to connect this comparison. So like businessmen who have factories to make products to sell to eager consumers, teachers create new knowledge which students want, and their commercial transactions are operated in class after class and in their relationships with their students. As merchandisers are paid according to the product's quality and amount, teachers should be paid according to the quality and amount of knowledge which students learn from them. All right, I think that works. So I think overall I made some slight changes. The main thing here is I'm making sure that your topic sentence, it kind of restates the purpose of the question. So I'm going to change this around. And watch the changes here. Paying money So secondly, paying money to teachers to give students valuable knowledge is a clear way to compensate these educators' efforts. So people may think teachers' work is easier than other jobs. Don't need the apostrophe there, than other jobs. However, teachers have a lot of work every day. And probably instead of saying this, Teachers have an unimaginable you might say teaching, grading, and meeting However, teachers have an unimaginable, so instead of more than one can imagine, I substituted that with just this. So teachers have an unimaginable heavy course load of teaching, grading, and meeting with students outside of class regarding matters of instruction. For example, need to be a little more precise here. So for example, these instructors have to prepare for the classes that to prepare for the lessons by getting new knowledge, these instructors have to prepare for the daily lessons by getting new knowledge. Prepare for the next day's lectures. I'm going to change this to then, different than other jobs. They have a responsibility to manage their students, so different than other jobs, they have a responsibility to manage their students so that they do not maybe get into trouble after class. Okay, let's see what we have. So furthermore, we'll probably use the noun again, so let me give you a little bit more advanced grammar here. How about this? What if you say all of which are about I think we're good there. Yeah, I think this paragraph, I'm going to get rid of a few things here. How about this? What if you just say, because this paragraph is already pretty long, right? How many words do we have here? 164, right? So we can probably reduce some of this. As a result, their efforts should be considered, and the best way to encourage them, I want to say motivate them, is by paying money according to how much their students are learning. And that ties back to what we said in the beginning, right? And I think we can probably just get rid of this at this point. So let's move on to the next paragraph. Okay. I'm going to give you a transition word here. On the other hand, those who oppose this argument, and then we can say this. On the other hand, those who oppose this argument insist that knowledge, the value of knowledge is value. It's kind of weird how you're doing that. So using the apostrophe is not natural. So I'm going to go the other route here. So those who oppose this argument insist that the value of knowledge cannot be measured, and it's hard to know. It's hard to quantify academic achievement for each student. Their argument may be true, but there is a clear standard. The time. If measuring the teacher's effort is impossible, they can be paid according to I'm going to say it this way, their time spent teaching. A little more concise. They can be paid according to their time spent teaching. People already know the famous sentence, time is gold. Teachers' time is also gold. Like personal trainers, who get paid, you might say, an hourly wage. Teachers also can get paid by their time. All right, so I think we're good there. So use a transition word here to kind of show your audience you're kind of going to the end here. All right, let's take a look at the conclusion now. So to sum up, payment problems for teachers are sensitive issues. People usually think that teaching is a special job because it is connected to education. However, sometimes this idea leads I'm going to say leads to, and I think this will straighten out these problems. I'm going to say leads to ignoring teachers' effort and sacrifice. So, teaching is similar to other jobs. You might put a word like this, indeed, to emphasize the idea. It has a noble purpose, but its core function is a way of getting salary to support family. It's a way of carrying on one's life as other jobs. Knowledge can be considered as a product to sell money. It's a product to sell, and money is a clear way to pay teachers. I'd probably say it this way, for their efforts. There's a time standard to solve difficulties and measure their efforts. Yeah, I don't think you need this. In conclusion, teachers should be paid according to how much their students learn. Okay, I went ahead and made a few more editing changes. I won't put them all on the video, but I wanted to make this one at the end. So because we have our transition word here to sum up, right? So then here we'll use the word therefore. Therefore, teachers should be paid according to how much their students learn. Alright, so I think overall you have a fairly well-organized essay. You do, however, have a few language use issues. You saw some of the changes that I made. Sometimes your vocabulary is not as precise as it could be. Sometimes you need to use different kinds of words to help you explain your ideas. I think overall, though, I'm comfortable putting you in the 3 range on this. So you have somewhat developed explanations, examples, details. You have unity, progression, and coherence with your writing. You have some problems with sentence formation and word choice. I'm going to put you right here at 3.5 out of 5, 22 points out of 30. I think this is a fairly accurate score for this essay. Now the question is, if we go to the syllabus, what is your score right now? What does it translate into? That's what we want to pay attention to right now, right? Okay, so 3.5 here is going to put you at 82% on this assignment. Alright, so my overall assessment is this. I think one of the ways that you can solve some of the language issues in your writing, I think, is increasing your exposure to the English language. That's going to help you probably more than anything. Right? So that means watching some movies each week in English. Make sure you're reading every day, newspapers, magazines, and books. Continue to increase the exposure you're getting to the language, and that'll make it easier for you to choose the words and the grammar that you need to more fully express your ideas. Now, if you want to improve your vocabulary in my online course, I'm going to recommend vocabulary lesson number 4, number 5, and number 6. Those 3 specific lessons will help you improve your vocabulary to about 1,500 words, and that would give you a really full range of expression if you can learn those words. All right, thank you.